Waldorf Warriors, they bring on a 5'6" sophomore out of Big Lake, Minnesota, Taylor Moen. Lindsay Field, a 5'11" sophomore, she's out of Iota, Minnesota. Sandra Christian, a 5'8" sophomore from Gainesville, Texas. Lizzie Garza, out of Brownsville, Texas, she's a 5'9" sophomore. And Tina Lair Van Meter, she's from Jefferson, Iowa, 6' senior. We'll be back to talk about Dakota State University basketball in 2 minutes. Welcome back for more of the Finch on the Run Entertainment pregame show. A quick look at Dakota State University. The Trojans are 23-7, 13-1 in the North Star Association, and have now won back-to-back regular season titles. Coach David Moe is in his 5th season. DSU is on a hot streak, finishing the regular season with 7 straight wins. The Trojans average 84 points per game while allowing opponents 64. That 84 points per game is 4th in the nation in NAIA basketball. DSU finished the regular season with an 89-83 overtime win over Bellevue. The Trojans shoot 47% from the field, 36.4% from three-point line, and 74% from the free throw line. Dakota State is led by 5'10" senior Jesse Giles. Giles averages 17.9 points per game. Savannah Walsdorf is a 6' junior from Kiel, Wisconsin. She scores in double figures also, averaging 13.7 points per game. Dakota State will have to take care not to overlook Waldorf in this game after beating them handily twice during this season. Dakota State University starters, Jesse Giles, a 5'10" senior from Madison. At 1 forward, Courtney Menning, 5'8" junior. Courtney out of Corsica. Savannah Walsdorf, the 6' junior. She's from Kiel, Wisconsin. Lexi Robson, a 5'7" senior from Grand Forks, North Dakota. And Elsie Aslason, let's get that right, from Howard. She's a 6'1" senior right down the road from Madison. NAIA postseason is underway. Dakota State University, do they have to win this tournament? They might be able to get an at-large bid, but it'd be so much more fun to win the postseason tournament and qualify for the NAIA Nationals. It's Waldorf and Dakota State coming up on KJAM FM 103. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to our pregame sponsor, Finch on the Run Entertainment, your professional DJ service for Madison and the surrounding area. Call Finch on the Run Entertainment. Blistery day out. It's chilly, and sometimes it's kind of hard to see as I brought the mobile KJM Sports Studios over here. And be careful tonight. Wind chill of 40 below. If you don't have to go out, sit back and enjoy DSU basketball. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's both teams. First to our visitors, the Waldorf Warriors. At guard, number 10, 5'6" sophomore from Big Lake, Minnesota, Taylor Bowen. At forward, number 15, 5'11" sophomore from Iowa, Minnesota, Lindsey Field.
You're listening to FM 103 KJAM, Madison, South Dakota. It's postseason basketball time in the National Athletic NAIA as they're introducing Waldorf University out of Forest City, Iowa. School of 4,500 students. They wear purple trimmed in white with white numerals. Not a lot of size to Waldorf. They're going to try to run a little bit against Dakota State University. Dakota State University dressed in their home whites with blue numerals and numbers with a touch of black. This is the last home game for the DSU seniors. Jesse Giles, Lexi Robson, Elsie Oslison, and Shaylee Nagel with Mackenzie Hermsen, 5 seniors on the Dakota State University lineup as they bring out Jesse Giles. Giles, 16 points a game scoring out of Madison, South Dakota. Nice crowd on hand. Lots of DSU students here in this ball game. Our officials for this first round game, Jamie Ahrens, Josh Junker, and Bob Morrison, 3-man crew. So it's time for college basketball. Dakota State University postseason action. Don't forget the men play tomorrow night at Mayville State. That'll be first round action. Those two teams split during the season. That game at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. They're the number 4 and 5 seeds. Uh-oh, lights are off here. We got a little video to start the evening. The one team, one dream. One team, one goal for Dakota State University. Of course, long postseason run last year. They went to Sioux City and kind of announced themselves. Of course, Dakota State University women basketball has been good for a long time. They turned the wick up last year, and they want to improve on that more this year. they got a group of seniors that can make that happen. Dale Bartels with you in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Chris Carper at the controls back in the studio. Tuesday night postseason action, of course, across the state. It is first our second round action in South Dakota High School girls basketball is dominating a lot of the state tonight. But Dakota State University in presentation, their postseason starts tonight. Moen, Field, Christian, Garza, and Lair Van Meter, the starters for the Warriors. Dakota State University, Giles, Menning, Waldorf, Robson, and Oslason. Oslason will jump against Lair Van Meter. Dakota State will be going right to left on your radio dial. Dakota State will be going away from their student body here in the first half, and DSU controls the jump ball. Courtney Menning with it. They look at Waldorf playing a 2-1-2 zone defense. So DSU passed the ball around, skip pass over to the right side to Robson. Robson feeds Oslason inside, shot up, no good, and a rebound for Lair Van Meter. DSU full court man-to-man as bringing it up for Waldorf is Taylor Moen, their 5'6" sophomore guard. She starts to the right side, now around the horn it goes, all the way over to Lizzie Garza. Back out front and to the right side. Now they go into the post, and it's Lair Van Meter, shot no good, rebound, controlled by DSU's Jesse Giles. Giles pushes the tempo as they get it ahead, skipping out to Menning. Long jumper for Giles, that's off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebound to Lair Van Meter. Lair Van Meter gets it to Moen. Moen guarded by Lexi Robson. Around the horn it goes. Lizzie Garza out front. Dribble. Right, left hand layup, no good. Rebound yanked down by Elsie Oslason. Oslason brings it up herself. Now gets the offense started over to Courtney Menning on the left side. Menning drives into the paint, kicks to Giles on the right side. Giles gets underneath the basket, throws it back out to Menning. Long jumper from up front, and that's going to hit nothing but air from Waldorf. And the rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Waldorf Warrior basketball. A couple of subs in for DSU. See if I can get them as they turn here. I'm fighting the ponytails a little bit. Shaylee DeBeer into the ball game. And DSU has turned the defense up. Giles harassing Garza. Garza finally dribbles past her and gets it up the floor. DSU, little zone look now, 3 on top. They're going to try to trap. Garza for 3 from the baseline. That's in and out, no good. And once again, Giles with the rebound. Giles brings it up the left side. Rock and roll dribble. Now kicks it over to DeBeer. DeBeer tries to throw it out to Giles, and that's going to hit the referee and go out of bounds for turnover number 1 for Dakota State University. Still scoreless here. We've played 2 minutes and 9 seconds, and there's no score. Maybe a little first-round jitters here. Waldorf gets it to Moen. She brings it up. Now throws it ahead to Garza. Garza drives to the free throw line. Now back to Moen. Sandra Christian fakes the jump shot, feeds Moen. Garza with a layup underneath as she takes it. Offensive rebound put back and in by Tina Lair Van Meter. So Waldorf scores first, and now an unnecessary turnover in the backcourt as Courtney Menning carries the basketball and is called for a double dribble. Into the ball game, Morgan Huber for DSU, along with Angela Slattery. Dakota State University plays lots of people. They sub a lot. I might not be able to keep track of all of them. Waldorf gets the ball inbounds. Lizzie Garza, the 5'9" sophomore from Brownsville, Texas, gets it to Moen. Now around the horn it goes to Field. Long jumper up and no good from Sandra Christian, but the rebound is controlled by DSU, or by Waldorf rather. as Field gets the rebound, and then she travels. So a turnover against Waldorf. Still 2-0. Waldorf leads 7-11 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Dakota State University attacks the Waldorf zone. Out front with is Robson. Robson dribbles, wants to start the offense to the right side, goes back around to Slattery. Slattery feeds DeBeer. DeBeer tries to drive in, has it knocked away by Moen, and Moen will get it over in the corner for Waldorf to Lindsay Field. Field to Sandra Christian. Garza tries to feed inside, and she does. She finds Tina Van Meter for another easy right-hand layup. 4-0 Waldorf early in this ball game. DSU working the perimeter around the zone. Slattery with it. Inside they go, and there's the DSU first point. Ashlyn McDonald, the 5'9" senior out of Hartford with the bucket. 4-2 Waldorf. Dakota State University full court pressure. Sandra Christian, 5'8" sophomore, breaks the timeline, brings it up. She's guarded by DeBeer. Into the corner. Here comes Christian. Christian to the basket. And feeds Willis. Kayla Willis with the bucket. Shot up, no good for DSU. Lair Van Meter with another rebound. She's got 3 boards already. It's 6-2 Waldorf. Waldorf starts their offense to the right side to Sandra Christian. Ends up going back to the left to Willis. Willis looking inside, goes there to Lair Van Meter. Van Meter from the free throw line. That's too strong. And rebound controlled by DSU. And the rebound controlled by Morgan Huber. And then it knocked out of bounds. And DSU brings in 4 new players. And we're going to have a timeout. Dakota State University. Waldorf 6, Dakota State 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back. Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows 5:12 to play in this first quarter. Waldorf leads DSU 6-2 in the early going. First, Dakota State University in the women's Elite 8 last year. They'd like to get back there again this year. Out front with a 6-foot freshman, Kaylee Weber, in the ball game for Waldorf. And Garza drives to the basket, and a floating layup is in. 8-2, Waldorf leads. Quickly down floor is Waldorf for Dakota State University. She has it stripped away by Willis, but Willis steps out of bounds, and it'll stay Dakota State University basketball. They'll have it underneath their basket, and they get a new shot clock. So 30 seconds put back on the shot clock, and DSU runs the inbounds play. They get it into Giles. Giles hands it off to Menning. Menning drives around the right side, gives it to Walsdorf. Walsdorf down in the baseline, and around the horn it goes. Giles for 3. Count it. Jessie Giles with her first basket of the evening. 8-5 Walsdorf. Now a turnover and a steal, and there's a layup for Savannah Walsdorf. So a quick turnover. The pressure's working. It's 8-7. Waldorf's lead is cut to 1. And we got a scramble on the floor, and 10-second violation is going to be called on Waldorf. And I look for a timeout. DSU has turned the wick up on defense. Substitution for Waldorf. They bring in Kylie Willems, fine dime junior out of Chaska, Minnesota, into the ball game. They're staying their zone defense. Dakota State University down by 1, works around the outside. Into the paint, layup is up and good. That is Lily Mackley, the 6-foot freshman out of Stillwater, Minnesota. Sidestep the defense and layup, and DSU's ahead, and there's another steal as the pass is intercepted by Waldorf. And I think Dakota State University's nap is over. They have turned it up. 9-8, Dakota State University leads. And the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows 3:50 to play, first quarter. Now Waldorf, little full court pressure here, but they back off real easily, and Dakota State University breaks it. Waldorf with it, goes over the left side to Menning. Menning to the paint, layup, short, off the rim. Rebound controlled by Willems. Willems gets it to Moen. Moen being harassed by Menning. Finally breaks the timeline. Menning gets back in front of her and stops her progress. Lizzie Garza with it at the top of the key. She works against Giles, and Giles is going to pick up a holding foul. Garza just playing snowplow. Kind of just drove right into her. What's Giles supposed to do? Become invisible? It's a foul. She withheld her progress, and the first foul of the game will be on Jessie Giles. Waldorf takes it out underneath their own basket. They throw the long one into Kaylee Weber, the big freshman out front. She starts the offense to the right side to Willis. Dakota State University went zone. They'll stay zone now. They're in a 3-2 zone, trying to trap out front. Scramble on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. And possession will stay with Waldorf. As Menning ties up Kayla Willis. Now the referees are going to go check, is the arrow pointing the right way? Happens sometimes, you forget to change it. So Waldorf with a lead early. DSU has caught them now, and they lead 9-8. This has the feeling of last home game. The crowd's really into the game here early. And Dakota State University feeding off that energy a little bit. It'll be Waldorf ball underneath their own basket. Willis waits for her teammates to move, now throws the long pass. It ends up in the hand of Taylor Moen. Long jumper up and off the rim. Rebound yanked down by Maddie Stott. And a shot block. Moen gets rejected by Oslason. And now Dakota State University is going to throw it away. Menning trying to hit Giles, breaking to the basket. And the pass a little bit too high for Jessie. That goes out of bounds. Fourth turnover against Dakota State University. Still 9-8. Look at this pressure. Dakota State is going to make Waldorf earn it. There's another steal. And to the basket, Giles going to drive. She stopped and then kicks it back to Menning. Menning into the paint. 5-footer up. That's too strong. Rebound controlled by Waldorf's Maddie Stott. Stott gets the ball over to Sandra Christian, the 5'8" sophomore. Actually, it's Kayla Willis. Struggling with the ponytails. That's a danger of women's basketball. Out on the side, Willis moves to the basket, and she's going to knock over Oslason, and that's going to be an offensive foul. So the first foul against Waldorf goes against Tina Lair Van Meter. She picks up her first foul. The board's got it as 2, so I missed one already. That happens. And Dakota State University throws it over the top of Waldorf's token full court pressure. They'll start the offense on the left side to Walsdorf. Walsdorf drives around, hands it off to Robson. Now in the corner it goes. Ashlyn McDonald into the ball game. And Giles will take the shot from the corner. It's too strong, but the rebound run down by Robson. Robson to Walsdorf. Walsdorf, nice step through, and she's got the basket. Walsdorf averages 13.7 points a game. She's got 4 here in the early going. And Dakota State University up 11-8. And there's another steal as Giles intercepts a pass, tries to feed the ball to Robson underneath. She kicks it back out to Giles, and then Giles' pass intended for McDonald is knocked out of bounds by Stott. Dakota State University, Giles and Walsdorf take a breather. Back into the ball game comes Morgan Huber. And I believe Shaylee DeBeer. DeBeer with the ball on the right side. She'll feed the baseline. Now around the top it goes to Slattery. Long jumper coming from Huber. Count it. Morgan Huber with her first basket. The Alexandria, South Dakota sophomore has 3, 14-8. Blair Van Meter with it, gets it back to Moen. Waldorf will slow it down. Out front is Willis. Willis gets it into Lair Van Meter. Her shot is no good. Rebound controlled by Courtney Menny. Dakota State wants to run. They get it over to Slattery. Slattery tries to pass to the corner to Robson. Now the referees are arguing about was the pass touched or not touched. As the referees confer, and they agree with the Waldorf coaches that it wasn't touched. It'll be a turnover against Dakota State University. So the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows 46 seconds to go first quarter. Dakota State University leads 14-8. Waldorf, the purple-clad Waldorf Warriors, they've got the ball. They got to go full court against the DSU pressure. They'll get it into Moen. Moen's going to drive the right side, and she's going to break the pressure herself. Now it's 3-on-1. Layup's good. Tina Lair Van Meter with the finish. Boy, once they got past that pressure, it's a 3-on-1. DSU, long jumper up from Mackley. That's too strong. Rebound controlled by Sandra Christian for Waldorf. 20 seconds to go, 14-10, DSU lead. Waldorf looking to cut that here right before the horn. Moen doing some dribbling out front. She's guarded by Huber. Now at the timeline they go. It's 5 seconds. Moen's going to go to the basket. Shot is up. And a rebound put back in by Tina Lair Van Meter. So Waldorf scores at the buzzer. It is Dakota State University Trojans 14, the Waldorf Warriors 12. You're listening to DSU playoff basketball on KJAM. Welcome back. Dakota State University men's track team being introduced during the intermission as they are the North Star Indoor Champions for 2022. Dakota State University, the women, 14-12. They lead Waldorf after a tough, competitive first quarter. DSU will start with the basketball, and they look at a Waldorf zone here. Around the perimeter it goes, over into the hands of Mackley. Ball gets into the corner, now back out front quickly. Robson has it. She dishes to the right side. Passing is quick and furious. Inside it goes to McDonald. McDonald, 4-foot turnaround jumper, up and good. McDonald now with 4 in the ball game. The lead is back to 4, and Moen is going to sprint past Mackley and get it across the timeline. She's got it on the right side. Cutter's coming to her. That's Lindsay Field ends up with the ball. Now back to Bone. Inside it goes to Lair Van Meter. She's denied by Oslison, has to kick it back out. Inside to Garza. Garza guarded by McDonald. She's trapped at the box. 4 on the shot clock. Long shot from Moen. Bank was not open as it kicks off the bang board, and the rebound goes to Morgan Huber. Into the corner, long jumper for Robson. That's too strong. Rebound to Waldorf. To Lair Van Meter. She's got 5 boards already in the ball game. Good player. Moen starts it to Garza on the left side. Garza guarded by Slattery. Inside to Lair Van Meter. 8-foot turnaround jumper. That too strong, but it catches enough for the rim to bounce back in. Tina Lair Van Meter's got 10 already, and then Dakota State University tries a long pass, and they throw it away. That'll bring in 5 new Dakota State University players as it's a line change for Dakota State University. Try to keep up with that announcing. We'll just keep calling names and numbers here. Dakota State University, boy, they use lots of players. Pressure, 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 trying to trap. They get it. Waldorf gets it to Moen. Moen dribbles up. Finds Field on the left side. Now Field has it taken away by Giles. And Giles gets the ball ahead. Layup up and good. That is Courtney Menning with the finish. Menning out of Corsica with the layup. Giles now harassing Christian on the side. Christian gets it to Garza. Now back to Moen. They like the ball in Moen's hands. Taylor Moen out of Big Lake, Minnesota. Moen looks inside. Is Lair Van Meter coming? Moen's going to drive to the basket, and she's going to be fouled on the drive. And Shaylee DeBeer picks up her first foul. First foul of the quarter on Dakota State University. They lead 18-14. Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows 7:56 to play, second quarter. Waldorf gets it in, around the horn it goes. They're running an inbounds play, but it gets stopped with Willis on the left side. Willis over to Christian, now to Garza on the right baseline. She has switched side. Inside it goes to Lair Van Meter, and she's going to be shoved as she posted up tough, and Elsie Oslison will pick up a foul. She just shoved her, trying to get position, just try to move her out of the way, and the referee says, nope, that's too rough. So Waldorf takes it out underneath the basket. Long cross-court pass is going to be intercepted by Menning, and Menning ahead to Giles. Giles paused to let the defense fly by, and Jesse Giles with the layup. Patience by the senior there. She has 5 in the ball game. The lead back to 6 for Dakota State University. Garza gets it ahead, and they finally get it into the hands of Lindsey Field, and she'll slow it down. Waldorf, I don't know if they want to play that fast. They want to go right there to Lair Van Meter, and she hits a turnaround hook shot. Woo, she can play. She's got 12. It's 20-16. Menning brings it up. Gets it over on the left side to DeBeer. DeBeer penetrates, now kicks it back to Menning. Menning's shot is no good. And the rebound into the hands of Lindsey Field. Pressure from Dakota State University, and we're going to have a foul called. It was a turnover, and I think they're going to get a foul on Waldorf. And yes, they do. The foul will be on Sandra Christian. Her first, team's first of the quarter. Oslison back into the ball game for Dakota State University. They'll have it out by the Waldorf bench. Taking it out will be Savannah Walsdorf. She has a nice discussion with the referee. Waldorf sitting there in their 2-3 zone, waiting for Dakota State University to run their inbounds. They say, we're not going to run an inbounds, just throw it in. So they do. They get it into DeBeer. Now into Giles. Giles feeds Oslison. Layup is good. The assist to Giles, the basket to Elsie Oslison. Here's the pressure again. Garza goes behind the back. She's going to get it across the timeline. She's dribbling against Menning. One hand flick pass over to Kayla Willis. Now they give it to Lindsey Field. Down to Garza. Garza, 8-foot jumper. That's up and good over the hands of Oslison. So Lizzie Garza, she's got 4 in the ball game. The lead at 4. Layup on the other end. Dakota State University quickly down the floor. And there's Savannah Walsdorf. Walsdorf, she's got 6 in the ball game, and now a foul called underneath the basket. Offensive foul will be the second foul against Sandra Christian. And to the free throw line, I believe that is Courtney Manning. First free throw up and good. I need her to turn. I can't see who she is, but I think it's Courtney Manning. Second free throw is no good. It was Manning. But Dakota State University runs down the rebound. Morgan Huber with hustle out on the wing. And now a touch. Go get it. No, they can't call over back on that. Oh, no, it was touched. Defense touched it. But I'm far away from the floor, and they're not going to listen to me, and they're going to call that a turnover. So Waldorf with the ball. Dakota State University up 7, 25-18, 5:56 to go till halftime. Don't forget at halftime, the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Team and individual statistics. Oh, pressure. Dakota State University with a steal. They want to run. Here comes Huber. Huber kicks it back to McDonald. McDonald takes to the basket. Left-hand layup is good. And she got harmed. She'll shoot a free throw. So Ashlyn McDonald with the finish. And it'll be a foul on one of the big girls from Waldorf. And it'll be Kaylee Weber with the foul, her first. Team's third in the quarter. And it's a timeout on the floor before the free throw. We'll be back in 30. Ashlyn McDonald hits the free throw after the timeout. She's a 65% free throw shooter, and she hits. The lead now is 10. First time double-digit lead for Dakota State University, and now they want to zone pressure. They're in a 2-3 trapping zone now as they're chasing. And Waldorf, just about had a turnover. I thought it went off Moen's hand. The referee said, no, that went off Lexi Robson's hands. That's what the referees get paid for, to make those decisions. The rest of us, we just get to complain, I guess. They get it into Moen in the backcourt. Moen being just harangued by Huber, and Huber's going to foul her. Morgan Huber is going to pick up foul. Kind of kicked her as she went by. Huber's first. Team's third in the quarter. And it'll be Waldorf ball on the sideline right in front of the scorer. 28-18, the lead stands at 10. Garza gets it into Willis. Willis going to drive to the free throw line, kick it back to Moen. Into Garza. Garza takes a walk. Oh my. She got stopped by Ashlyn McDonald, and her feet just kept going as she goes for a walk. Blair Van Meter back into the ball game for the Warriors after a quick breather. Also joining her will be Maddie Stott from St. Charles, Iowa, 5'7" sophomore. A little pressure. Dakota State goes over the top. Long jumper up from Huber. That's no good, but she's right there. That's Ashlyn McDonald with the rebound, and she's fouled on the putback, and she'll shoot two more. Stott picks up her first foul. And first free throw's up and good. McDonald now 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 8 points here in the first half with 4:59 to play. Second free throw is nothing but net. Ashlyn, 5'9" senior from Hartford, South Dakota. Moen now trapped on the corner, and she gets it over to Willis, and Willis is going to be fouled. Another foul on Dakota State University. This one, I believe, is on Ashlyn McDonald, her first. Team's fourth. So Waldorf takes it out. They got to go the length of the floor. Moen. Now Dakota State backs off. They're going to trap at half court this time. And they're chasing Moen, and there's the steal. And a layup is up and good for Lexi Robson. She made the steal, and she got the points. The lead has grown to 14. Over the top goes Waldorf as they throw the ball into the big junior, Kylie Willems. Into the paint goes Garza. Her shot no good. Rebound controlled by Mackley. Around the horn, Dakota State University moving the ball. Mackley penetrates, now dishes. They go inside to McDonald. McDonald hits the cutter. Oh, the shot was missed by Mackley. Oh my, beautiful play, just didn't finish the shot. Rebound to Willis. And Willis puts the ball in her arm, and it's going to let Dakota State settle down here a little bit. On the right side is Stott. Stott, long jumper from Willis. That's too strong. Rebound to Dakota State University's Morgan Huber. Huber with 4 boards here. Dakota State University wants to run. Layup's good. That is Ashley McDonald now in double figures, as she's got 11. Actually, she's got 12. Oh, air ball from long range from Willis. A rebound controlled by McDonald. Dakota State University quickly into their offense. Long jumper, no. Mackley's going to fake the shot. She wants to check the defense. It's now a 3-2 zone, and underneath they go. There's a layup, no good from McDonald, but she follows her own shot and gets the rebound. And kicks it out to Morgan Huber. Huber with the jump step and a layup. And the DSU Trojans have doubled up Waldorf here with 2:59 to play first half. 36-18. We'll be back in 1 minute. (36-18). Dakota State with a run here in the second quarter have taken an 18-point lead, and now there's going to be a foul as Taylor Moen falls down, and they're going to blame somebody for it, and it will be blamed on Shaylee DeBeer. DeBeer, her second, team's 5th, and down to shoot free throws we go. So Waldorf will be at the free throw line. Back into the ball game comes Shaylee Nagel, 5'7" senior, back in for Dakota State University. And Taylor Moen will go to the free throw line. Moen, 5'6" sophomore, Big Lake, Minnesota, and she'll shoot 2. She hasn't scored yet in this ball game, does a lot of the ball handling for Waldorf, and first free throw up and good. 36-19. Blair Van Meter leads Waldorf with 12 points. Matt McDonald leads DSU with 11. Moen makes them both. 2:56 to play first half. Dakota State University attacking the Waldorf zone. Around the front it goes. Menning wants to penetrate, kicks it back to Nagel, and Nagel's going to double dribble. She tried to penetrate into the lane, and they're going to say she dribbled it twice. So Moen being pressured by Giles. Giles gets some help now by Menning. They've got a trap. And across the timeline it goes. And back into the hands of Moen to start the offense for the purple-clad Warriors. Long jump shot up from Christian, and that's good. Sandra Christian, 5'8" sophomore from Gainesville, Texas, way downtown. Quickly up the floor. Shot missed by Waldorf. And a rebound. Aslason battling for the rebound, has it go off her hands. It'll be Waldorf basketball. Lead stands at 13, 2:18 to play here in this first half. Garza gets it in, now gets it back. And they're going to get trapped in that corner. Christian, she's triple teamed, throws it over the top of the triple team. Now we got a 3-on-1 the other way, and there's Lair Van Meter with the finish. Oh my. DSU's end up on the floor, and the ball runs into the boys on the front row. And they're going to say, I believe it's Waldorf basketball. Yep, college basketball. Referees catching a little bit right here. 1:14 to go. First quarter, 38-25. Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows Dakota State University ahead. Lair Van Meter gets it over to Moen on the right side. Lair Van Meter now goes and posts up. They give it to her. She turns around from 15 up and good. She's got 8 in each quarter. She's got 16 in the first half. The lead for Dakota State is 11. Menning wants to drive. Goes. 8-foot jumper up and good. All right, Lair Van Meter, I'll just shoot it right over you. Menning with 5 in the ball game. 40 seconds to go. Garza with it. Gets it to Christian. Long jumper from Moen. Hits both sides of the rim and out. And the rebound to Aslason. Quickly ahead. Walsdorf drives into the paint, kicks it out to Nagel. Nagel for 3, it's good! Shaylee Nagel from Springfield, Minnesota, the 5'7" senior, drains the 3. The lead back to 16. We're under 15 seconds to go. Garza being pressured, gets it over to Christian. Moen comes out and gets it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Moen from 8, up and good! As she sidesteps Aslason and puts it in. Halftime, Dakota State University 43, Waldorf 29. The lead is 14. We'll be back with the Wilbur Ellis halftime show here from Dakota State University in 3 minutes. Good hustle. Thank you, sir. Welcome back to the Dakota State University Field House, where Dakota State, the women Trojans 43, Waldorf Warriors 29 in this first round North Star postseason tournament game. Final home game for Dakota State University this season. Dale Bartell's with you in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Chris Carper back in the studio, and thank you for joining us. Kind of an exciting first half. Waldorf came out and jumped out to an 8-2 lead early. And Dakota State University, what'd they do though? They turned the defense up. That's what they did. They created 15 Waldorf turnovers in the first half, and that led to the sudden turnaround in the score and the lead of 43-29. Dakota State University led by Ashlyn McDonald with 11 points in the first half. 6 for Savannah Walsdorf, 5 for Morgan Huber, 5 for Jesse Giles, and 5 for Courtney Menning. Really balanced scoring for Dakota State University. 4 for Elsie Oslison, 2 for Lexi Robson, 2 for Lily Mackley, and a 3 for Shaylee Nagel. So quick math, 9 Dakota State University Trojans have scored here in the first half, led by Ashlyn McDonald. Rebounding battle, 1 in the first half. No, tied at 16-16 in rebounds. Leading the rebounds for Dakota State University as Ashlyn McDonald. She's got 4. Morgan Huber has 3. Elsie Oslison has 3. 2 rebounds for Jesse Giles, and then a rebound for Courtney Menning, 1 for Lexi Robson, 1 for Shaylee DeBeer, and 1 for Lily Mackley. Only 9 turnovers for Dakota State University. Not a lot of free throws shot in the first half. Dakota State University only shot 5. They made 4 of them. Waldorf only shot 2 free throws in an entire half. Pretty well played first half, other than kind of an abundance of turnovers. Waldorf Warriors, they're led by their 6-foot senior out of Jefferson, Iowa, Tina Lair Van Meter. She had 8 in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter. She's got 16 in the first half. Their next leading scorer is Lizzie Garza with 4, Taylor Moen with 4, Sandra Christian has 3, and Kayla Willis has 2. 15 turnovers for Waldorf. Their leading rebounder, if I can find it here on the sheet. I'm not used to getting handed sheets. Usually I do my own stats. Tina Lair Van Meter, 7 total rebounds in the first half. She is a player. 2 rebounds for Field, 2 rebounds for Maddie Stott off the bench, a rebound for Willems, and a rebound for Sandra Christian. So Tina Lair Van Meter, 16.7 rebounds in the first half. 43-29. Dakota State University leads Waldorf at halftime. We'll be back with more of the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Thank you to our good KJAM sponsors who helped sponsor Dakota State University sports on FM 103. During that commercial break, I was looking through my phone trying to find scores of the other North Star postseason games. Don't forget, the winner of this game will play the winner of Viterbo and Dickinson State. That'll be Saturday in Watertown, the 1 o'clock game Saturday. Viterbo number 5, Dickinson State number 4 in the league. The other games in the other bracket, number 6 Bellevue is at Valley City State tonight. That game is probably about done. That was a 6 o'clock game. And number 7 Presentation is at Mayville to take on Mayville State, the number 2 seed in the tournament. The winners of those two games will play at 3 o'clock Saturday in Watertown. And the North Star postseason final, 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon in the Watertown Arena. We'll be back to take a look at upcoming activity on the KJAM radio stations in 1 minute. Welcome back to Dakota State University. Dale Bartels with you in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. The rest of the week on the KJAM stations. Right now on AM 1390, it should be the Madison girls. Their region first round game against Garrettson. That was a 7 o'clock start. They're probably just starting the second half. Madison and Garrettson. Tomorrow night, on FM 103, Dakota State University men. They go to Mayville State. It's the 4 versus 5 game in the men's tournament. First round postseason action starts at 7 o'clock. Dakota State University at Mayville State. Those two split during the season. If Dakota State University can win, they'll play at Saturday evening at 6 o'clock in Watertown in second round action. Thursday night here on FM 103, I'll be somewhere for second round girls action from the South Dakota High School tournament. Don't know where I'm going yet. Got to see who wins tonight in the first round, but we'll be somewhere for second round action. And then Friday on AM 1390, the Madison boys finish their regular season at Viborg Hurley. Look for that game someplace around 7:30. This has been the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show. Wilbur Ellis, specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, DeKalb and Asgrow seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 605-489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. DSU 43, Waldorf 29. We're getting ready to start the second half action. That'll be live here on KJM in 1 minute. (43-29), DSU leads. Both teams bring out their starters. For Dakota State University, it'll be Giles, Menning, Walsdorf, Robson, and Oslason. And for Waldorf, it'll be Field, Christian, Garza, Lair Van Meter, and Moen. Waldorf starts the half with the ball. They get it into Moen. She's guarded by Giles. Dakota State University playing a 1-2-2 half-court trap right now. They're playing a zone inside to Lair Van Meter. They kick it out to Christian. Christian back into Lair Van Meter. She's got 16 points. Misses the left-hand jumper. And the rebound pulled down by Savannah Walsdorf. Walsdorf gets the ball ahead. Menning running, one-hander blocked by Lair Van Meter. And running with the ball's Garza. Garza, right-hand layup, no good. Giles on the floor, and this rebound is just a scrum. And it ends up in Lair Van Meter's hands, and then she throws it away. Pass intercepted by Menning. And a bounce pass. There's Oslason, left-hand layups up and good. Elsie Oslason with 6, and we've got an injured Waldorf player. And it's Lindsay Field, the 5'11 sophomore out of Iota, Minnesota. Now, looks like she might have got hit in the mouth the way she's going over to the trainer. So somebody whacked her in the face, I'm sure, accidentally, I'm sure. So they get her out of the game. And into the game for Waldorf comes Kylie Willems, the 5'9 junior from Chaska, Minnesota. And they'll break the pressure this time, get it to Lair Van Meter, and it goes to Moen. Moen drives into 6 feet and then kicks it back out to Willems. A skate save and a beauty by Giles, but that's not legal in basketball as she kicks the ball, trying to intercept the pass, and it'll stay Waldorf basketball. We've played 1 minute here in the second half. Christian takes it out right in front of her coaches, gets it in to Garza. Garza has Giles all over it, back into Lair Van Meter. Lair Van Meter's going to throw it away. Pass intercepted by Robson. Robson skips it over to Menning. Menning looks at the 3, says, I don't want it. Walsdorf, you take it. She fakes the shot, drives in, layup's good. Nice fake, fakes the shot, puts the ball on the floor and has a layup. Moen pushes off, gets away with it. She gets the ball across the timeline. She gets it to Lizzie Garza, the sophomore from Brownsville, Texas. Oh, DSU is playing tough here on defense again, and there's Oslason with a kick this time. That'll stay Waldorf ball. I think they usually get a new shot clock on a kick too, don't they? Maybe it's got to be under a certain time. You'd think the announcer would know the rules, but no. 20 seconds on the shot clock. In it goes. Lair Van Meter, 8-foot jumper is good. She's got 18. DSU wants to run, and that running is going to lead to a turnover. as Manning pushed the ball to the free throw line and then tried to kick it back, and there was no one there to throw it to. So the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover number 1 here, 10 in the ball game. Turnover number 1 in the second half. 47-31 is the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard total right now with 8:07 to play in this third quarter. Moen working against Giles. DSU playing a 1-2-2 zone right now, and now trying to double team up front. Lair Van Meter, bounce pass into the lane. And that goes off Moen's hands, and it's a turnover, and Dakota State University wants to run. They get it to Robson. Robson skip pass across to Manning. No, that was Giles. Jessie Giles for 3, and she's got 8 in the game, and the lead grows to 19. Crowds back into it. Moen dribbles to the right side, feeds Garza at the free throw line. 17-foot jumper, no good. And Lair Van Meter has the ball ripped away from her by Shaylee DeBeer. DeBeer goes end-to-end, dishes to Waldorf. Waldorf with a layup. She's got 10, and the lead's at 21. Just like that. Boy, DSU is explosive. Moen drives up the middle, now goes behind the back and crosses the timeline. She shoves Robson out of the way, and the ref says that's too much. Offensive foul will be called on Taylor Moen. Her first, and the first foul of the half, and it's a timeout on the floor. 52-31, Dakota State University leads. We'll be back in 30. Just got a message on my Twitter machine that the first round game presentation at Mayville State is postponed until tomorrow. The road conditions are unpassable and up by Mayville, so presentation in Mayville will be played tomorrow night. So that's one postponement. If you're out driving, don't be surprised if you have a momentary whiteout. It can be tough out there right now. When we get an inch of snow, but it is moving. 52-31, talking about moving. Dakota State University, after trailing early 8-2, they've played really well. All they had to do is turn the defense up, and everything else kind of fell into place. Little three-quarter court pressure here from Waldorf. And DeBeer gets it across for Dakota State University. Into the corner, DeBeer gets it back. She drives underneath the basket. And we're going to have a travel. Lily Mackley, I think she backstepped and stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Waldorf ball. They'll have to go the length of the floor against the pressure, and they'll get it to Lair Van Meter. And ahead it goes to Moen across the timeline into the corner to Willems. Willems feeds Lair Van Meter inside, and Lair Van Meter kicks it back out, and it goes off the hands of Willis, and it'll be a turnover to Dakota State University. Giles for 3, count it. Jessie Giles now has 11, and there's another turnover. Pressure from Giles makes an errant pass intended for Willis go out of bounds. And the lead has grown to 24. Dakota State University starting to feel pretty good right now. It'll be their ball under their basket after the turnover. And taking it out will be DeBeer. DeBeer will throw the long one into Huber. Huber around the horn it goes. All 5 girls touch it on this inbounds play. And with a long jumper, Slattery. Slattery's jumper hits nothing except for a nice save by McDonald as she jumps out into the crowd. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound to DeBeer. DeBeer feeds inside, and there's Angela Slattery with her first points of the ball game. From Franksville, Wisconsin, Angela Slattery, 5'10 freshman, gets her first points of the ball game. Moan drives, dishes to Field. Field for three, no good. Rebound to DeBeer. DeBeer wants to run. She goes 1 against 3, and she's going to miss the layup, but she's going to get paid off with free throws as she goes sliding into the nice boys in the front row of the bleachers. She went 1 against 3 and she's going to get some free throws. Shaylee DeBeer, 5'9 junior from White, South Dakota. Of course, her dad, Brad, known as an announcer. And her first free throw up and good. That's her first point of the ball game. 57-31. Waldorf wants to get a couple subs in, and they will here after DeBeer makes the second free throw. Robson and Field come in, and Stott in for Waldorf. Full court pressure from Dakota State University now, and they've got a trap in the quarters. They got Christian Chap there, and there's a turnover, and a layup is good for Dakota State University's Lexi Robson. Now another trap. They have Willis working hard. She'll go backwards now. The count's still going, and over the top it goes, and they find Kaylee Weber, and then a travel as Weber throws the pass to a running girl down the floor and unable to put it down. Dakota State University brings Shaylee Nagel back into the ball game, along with Oslison. Oslison takes the ball out, gets it to Robson. She looks at Waldorf's three-quarter court trap, but they don't trap, they just back up. They're just slowing the ball down. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Around the horn goes Dakota State University. Drive to the basket and a little floater for Lexi Robson, the senior from Grand Forks, North Dakota. She's got 6 in the ball game. And it's 63-31. Dakota State is starting to cruise. Dakota State chasing the ball, long jumper from the corner, up and good from Maddie Stott. Her first basket of the game. She's out of St. Charles, Iowa. 3-pointer for Maddie Stott. 2-3 zone for Waldorf, and we're going to have an offensive foul inside. Illegal screen against Elsie Asleason. Her second foul. Each team with 1 foul here in the third quarter, and it'll be Waldorf basketball. They got the length of the floor to go, and they're down by 29. Double team trap as they've got Willis trapped there. They'll get it across. They hand it off to Christian. Christian throws it ahead. Nice layup from Kaylee Weber. That's the way you break a full court press. And DSU goes over the top. They throw it down the floor to Menning, and then Menning kicks it back out to Nagel, and Nagel's going to travel. And that'll be a turnover for Dakota State University. I always figured 15 in the game is about right. You want to be taking some chances. Well, Dakota State had 9 in the first half. Dakota State chasing on zone now. There's an 8-foot jumper up from the big freshman, Kaylee Weber. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Walsdorf. Walsdorf's going to run the length of the floor. Left-hand layup is good. Somebody's got to stop the ball. Walsdorf's got 12 in the ball game. And still up by 29, and it's full court pressure from Dakota State University. Field gets it over to Christian. To the left side to Willis. Willis looks inside. They stay on the outside to Field. Field looks at the 3. Shot clock is at 2. Long jumper, no good. Rebound controlled for Dakota State University by Robson. Robson throws it way ahead to Menning. Menning with some hustle. Saves it, gets it back to Waldorf. Menning with it on the left baseline. Skips it across to Walsdorf. Walsdorf drives in, skips it across back to Menning as they play catch. There's a bonsai drive from Mackley. And Mackley's gonna get fouled on the drive. It'll be the third foul on Sandra Christian for Waldorf. Second team foul of the quarter. It'll be Dakota State University ball underneath with 2:53 to play here in the third quarter on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. DSU gets it in. They throw the long one to McDonald. McDonald kips it over to Walsdorf. And it goes back into McDonald. McDonald's been really tough in the post today. She goes to work. Now she gets double teamed and throws it out, but they're going to get her for 3 seconds in there. Ashlyn McDonald, 5'9" senior out of Hartford, plays a lot bigger than 5'9". She is rugged inside. Garza is being trapped by Menning, and Giles gets away from them, gets it ahead to Moen. Moen tries to throw it ahead, and Ashlyn McDonald just boots it back down the court. Another skate save. 20 on the shot clock now, and it'll be Waldorf's ball underneath the basket. Getting confused. Waldorf and Walsdorf. Walsdorf, a DSU player. That's what's confusing me. Giles harassing Garza. Garza gets it over to Moen. DSU switching on defense now. Garza with it inside, decides she doesn't have the firepower to stay in there, kicks it back out to Moen. Moen working against Giles. And a long jumper up from Christian, no good. Rebound controlled by Ashlyn McDonald. McDonald gets it ahead. Layup attempt is no good by Walsdorf, but she's fouled and she'll shoot 2. Savannah Walsdorf running the floor, and Dakota State University recognizes that and gets it to her. 4th foul on Sandra Christian. Christian, 5'8" sophomore, Gainesville, Texas. First free throw, lots of rim and in for Savannah Walsdorf. She's got 13 in the ball game. She makes this, that'll be her season average. She averages 14. In and out, no good. Rebound to Garza. Garza gets the ball to Moen. Moen being guarded by Menning. Now Giles comes over to help, and they get it across the timeline and find an wide open Blair Van Meter. Inside, she kicks it out to Garza. Garza for 3, and that'll go off the rim and out of bounds. So 1:44 to play in this third quarter, and the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows Dakota State up by 30, 66-36. After a scary first 4 minutes, Dakota State has shown why they're the regular season champions in the North Star Athletic. Menning brings it up. Still pressure from Waldorf, but they just back off. They just want to slow the ball down. They don't necessarily want to trap. Oh, give and go, as it was McDonald and Slattery playing a high-low game, and McDonald's pass too high for Slattery, goes out of bounds. But a nice look, just didn't work. Garza gets it across the timeline for Waldorf. Waldorf working against the defense. Get it over to Garza on the left side. She drives in. 8-foot jumper up and good. You give her a look at the basket, Lizzie Garza, she can shoot a little bit. Now, full court pass to Giles. Giles 1 against 3. She's not going to do that. She throws it out for the 3 to DeBeer. DeBeer misses, gets her own rebound, and she finds the open girl, and that's Ashlyn McDonald. Assist to DeBeer, basket for McDonald. She's got 13 in the ball game. And a foul against Dakota State, and it'll be Courtney Menning's first foul. Team's second of the quarter, 54 seconds to go, and Waldorf takes it out. They got to go the full length of the floor. They get it into Stott. Stott dribbles across. Giles sprints in front of her and catches her. Over to Field it goes. Field throws it back to Garza. Now Moen ends up with the ball. They go into Lair Van Meter. She turns around, hits a 10-foot jumper. It's just that simple. She's got 20. She has 20 of their 40. Courtney Menning going to back it out. 26 seconds to go. Shot clock is at 18. McDonald with it. Skip pass. Giles for 3. Yes. She's got 4 threes in the ball game. 3 this quarter. She's got 14 points. And ball knocked out of bounds by Giles. Giles touched the ball while standing out of bounds, and a line change for Dakota State University. With 11 seconds left, they bring in 5 new players. So the ones that were in aren't in for this last 11 seconds. He's sneaking them a little bit longer break. Garza gets it in to Lara Van Meter. She gets trapped, gives it back to Garza. They cross the timeline by throwing it to field, and the ball goes off her hands and out of bounds. Turnover gives Dakota State back the ball with 2.4 on the shot clock and about 60 feet to go. They hit a running Robson. Robson, she ended up with about an 18-foot jumper, but kind of wild and no good. Dakota State University Trojans 71, Waldorf Warriors 40 as we go to the fourth quarter in 1 minute. Dale Bartels with you at the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth high above the floor here at the Trojans Fieldhouse in Madison. Dakota State University first round lead as we go to the fourth quarter. They're up on Waldorf 71-40. Looking at, I was doing my individual scoring for the quarter break. Dakota State University has had 11 girls score so far in the ball game. 11 different girls have scored. That's almost unheard of. It'll be DSU ball to start this fourth quarter. Waldorf sits in their 2-3 zone, and Dakota State University throws it away. They try to feed it inside. Moen with the ball for Waldorf, gets it over to Garza. Garza throws it on the right side to Stott. Stott gets it back to Moen. Inside it goes to Blair Van Meter. She kicks it out to Moen. Moen for 3. That's too strong. And the rebound is going to be headman to Morgan Huber. Huber runs it down. And across it goes, and I believe that's Walsdorf for 3, and that's short, and the rebound into the hands of Lara Van Meter. She gets it to Garza. Dakota State University has kind of called the dogs off here defensively. They're not really full court crazy right now. Waldorf gets it across. They're down by 31. Moen. Oh, that's a pick'em as Moen bumps into Robson, kind of shoves her. But they're going to call Robson with the block. Her first foul. Moen extended the left arm, but the referee said, no, you got her, and calls the foul on Lexi Robson, the senior out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Waldorf gets it into Garza. Garza into Lara Van Meter. She is so smooth. Turnaround 17-foot jumper up and good. She's got 22. DSU gets it ahead to Mackley. Mackley. Ball ends up out on the left side to Walsdorf. Walsdorf, reverse layup is up and good. She went all the way left to right and finished with the reverse layup. She's got 15. And now the defense shows up. Field finally gets it safely over to Stott and into Garza. Garza bounce pass to Lara Van Meter. Her shot is good, and she's fouled. So Lara Van Meter, she's got 24 in the ball game. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. It'll be the third foul on Elsie Oslison. And to the line, Tina Lara Van Meter, 6-foot senior, Jefferson, Iowa. 24 points in this ball game. She is a smooth 6-footer. Right hand free throw up and no good off the rim. Oslison with the rebound. And DSU wants to run quickly ahead. Another reverse layup. No, she kicks it out to Huber. Huber, around the horn it goes, and it ends up back in the hands of Waldorf. She drives the right side, kicks it back out to Robson. Robson tries to hit Oslison, but Oslison left, and the ball ends up going nowhere but into the crowd. Good idea, just didn't communicate mentally there. You'd think those seniors have played together enough to do that. DSU with a half-court trap now, going to put a little pressure on Waldorf. Waldorf gets it across, ends up in the hands of Field. Field over to Garza. She looks at the three, decides to kick it back out to Moen. Moen being harassed by Robson. Now back out to Garza. Garza into the lane, 12-footer up, and that hits nothing. But the hands of Lair Van Meter. Back to Garza. Garza from 12, no good. Rebound finally falls into the DSU hands of Savannah Walsdorf. She wants to go end-to-end. No, kicks it out to Mackley. Mackley for three, yes. Lily Mackley scored in the first quarter. That's the first time she's scored since then. She's got 5. 76-44, 7:15 to go in the ball game. Moen runs into she's in amongst 4 white shirts there and decides to kick it back out. And now we got a scrum on the floor, and good hustle from Huber as Huber ties up Lair Van Meter, and the jump ball is going to be Waldorf's ball. And DSU has a line change. They bring 5 new girls in. Waldorf responds by bringing 3 new girls in. So during this stoppage in play, we've got 8 new girls on the floor. The ladies are getting to play. So it'll be Waldorf ball in their front court. Taking it out will be Sandra Christian. She gets it in to Willis. Now on the right side to Field, back out to Garza. Garza gets double teamed and has the ball stolen. End to end goes Menning. Menning, right hand layup's good. Courtney Menning. She's got 7 in the ball game. She averages 8. Garza flips it back to Christian as they cross the timeline. Christian left-hand pass into the post to Willis. Kayla Willis tries to feed the left side. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by DeBeer. DeBeer dribbles down the floor, dishes it back to Slattery. Slattery's three-point attempt is no good. But Giles with a steal and a big Euro step, and the layup is good. Giles showing a little footwork there. After the steal, she makes herself some room, and she's got 16 in the ball game. 2-on-1 now, and Waldorf decides not to push that number, and they'll kick it around to Garza. Now back inside, it goes to the big freshman, Weber. Weber throws it out to Willis. Willis being harassed by Giles out there. Now it's going to be, Garza saves that bad pass. Giles goes to the floor to pick up a loose ball. She gets ahead to Menning. Menning 1-on-2. No, she hits the late cutter. And that's Shaylee DeBeer. Layup's no good, but DeBeer will shoot 2 as she's fouled on the layup attempt. Menning, such patience. She pushed it as far as she could on the 1-against-2. And then she trusted there was a cutter coming, and there was. Foul was on Kayla Willis, her first for Waldorf, and DeBeer's free throw's up and good. She's 3 for 3 from the line. The 5'9" junior out of White. She'll get another. This one also nothing but net. 82-44. DSU averages 84 points a game. They've already got 82. Here's the 2-on-1. Waldorf decides not to do that again, and they'll set up the offense in the form of Christian out front. Now on the left side goes Willems. Willems is stopped by a double team down low. Kicks it to Garza. Garza gets herself trapped. Here's a 3 from Christian. That's no good, and the rebound's tapped out to Giles. 2-on-1. DSU's going to attack. Giles takes it herself. Left-hand layup is no good, and the rebound is finally run down by Kylie Willems for Waldorf. defended well there on that 2 against 1, and she just stayed with the ball, kinda. Didn't let her throw, and Giles ended up having to take kind of an awkward layup. In the corner is Willems. Willems tries to drive the baseline, tries to hit a cutter coming down low and gets shoved out of bounds by a DSU girl, and the referee says that's foul. Must be on Ashlyn McDonald. She's the one that's kind of me. It wasn't me. Line change for Dakota State University. They bring in 4. DeBeer, the only player that stays. 4 new Trojans into the ball game. Waldorf takes it out. They get it into Willems. Willems gets it back now on the left baseline. She hits the big freshman, Weber, cutting through the middle. And the pass across the floor is intercepted by Mackley. That pass might have worked an 8th grade ball, but not here. And there's a layup for Mackenzie Hermanson, the 5'5" senior from Sioux Falls, finishes a fast break. And a turnover by Waldorf as they get trapped as they cross the timeline. Don't pick the ball up right when you cross the timeline. You're going to get trapped there, and they did. 84-44, DSU by 40. Timeout, Trojans. We'll be back in a minute. Hermanson with the ball on the baseline with her basket. Last time on that layup, Dakota State University now has 12 players that have scored in the ball game. That's all but 1 have scored. And the one that hasn't, Mike and Vincent, she's in the ball game. Vincent Anna Volga, 5'10" senior, she's also in the ball game now. So they're going to see if they can't get every girl to score. Travel by Garza is going to give DSU back the ball here with 3:48 to play. So Mike and Vincent, Mackenzie Hermanson, Lily Mackley. Shot from Hermanson. That's going to fall short on the rim. Rebound battle for, and there's going to be a foul there on Lily Mackley as she gets into a tussle with Lair Van Meter. First foul on Mackley. 4th foul of the quarter. See who else is in for DSU. Shaylee DeBeer's out there. And I believe Savannah Walsdorf. 3.5 minutes to go in this game. 84-44. Inside to go to Lair Van Meter. Her shot no good. Kind of a turnaround jump hook. Falls away. Moen runs down the rebound. It'll stay Waldorf ball. Van Meter, Lair Van Meter with it at the free throw line. Back to Moen. DSU playing a 2-3 zone right now. Inside it goes to Garza. Garza from the left block, up and in. Lizzie Garza with 8 in the ball game. She's got a basket each quarter. And there's a layup for Mackenzie Hermanson. The senior bench setter, she hustles down the floor and she gets paid off with another layup. 86-46, timeout Waldorf. We'll be back here for the finish of this first round game in 1 minute. 2:54 to go in the ball game, and the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard shows 86-46. Dakota State University's opened up a 40-point lead, and they'll advance to the second round of the North Star postseason tournament. They go to Watertown for the Final Four. That'll be played Saturday and Sunday at the Watertown Arena. Who will they play? I don't know. We'll try to figure that out in the post-game show. Waldorf with the basketball. They get it to Moen, now to Garza. On the left side, it goes to Bethany Reese, 5'11 senior. And basket up and good, and I missed it. Come on, scoreboard, help me out here. And, of course, it's Lair Van Meter. She's got 26 in the ball game. Skip pass over to Nagel. Nagel's going to drive. She gets knocked out of bounds on the shot. She'll shoot two. So Shaylee Nagel, 5'7 senior, Springfield, Minnesota. She'll go to the line to shoot a couple. She has a three-point basket in this ball game. And now Waldorf's going to clear the end of their bench as they bring in Jordan Lakes, 5'9 sophomore from Fort Atkinson, Iowa. First free throw in and out around the rim for Nagel. She'll get another. Free throw up, and this one bubbles in. So Nagel's got 4 in the ball game. 2:20 to play in this first round game. Moen still in the ball game, running the offense. Gets it to the free throw line to Willis. Willis feeds inside, and there's Lair Van Meter. She's got 28 in the ball game now. Nagel dishes it off. Giles back in the ball game. Long three up from Hermsen. It's good. Mackenzie Hermanson was 7 in this quarter off the bench, and DSU has hit 90. 90-50. With it is Lukes. Lukes inside to Lair Van Meter. She kicks it back out to Moen. Moen tries to drive in. They'll take a three from Willis. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound controlled by McDonald. McDonald gets it to Giles. Giles goes to the basket. Euro step, reverse layup, no good. Gets her own rebound. Around the horn it goes to Robson. Robson kicks it to Hermanson. And a whistle's going to be a turnover as Hermanson set up for the three, but stepped out of bounds doing it. They're trying to get Hermanson into double figures. I can see what they're doing. She's got 7. They want to get her to 10. It's 90-50, a minute 20 to play in the ball game. Isabel Christian has the ball. Waldorf with 2 Christian sisters on the roster. Inside it goes to Isabel Christian. She feeds Lair Van Meter. Lair Van Meter from the left block, up and good. And Lair Van Meter, she's got 30 in this ball game. 30 of the 52. Last minute of play here in this first round action. And they get the ball over to Hermanson. I'm sure they're screaming shoot. Inside it goes to McDonald. McDonald skips to Giles. Giles wants to drive. Gets to Van Meter and then kicks it out. Long three, the big gooseneck from Lexi Robson. Her first 3 of the ball game. She's got 9. And a stoppage in play here for a substitution for Waldorf. They bring in Addison McMurray, a 5'7 freshman from Belmont, Iowa. Get her into the game, and now both teams have played everybody. Waldorf starts the ball to the left side. Dakota State University in a 2-3 zone. They're going to let her dribble out there. Willis, dribble, dribble, dribble. Now finally gives it up to Christian. Christian to McMurray, and Lair Van Meter misses a shot from the free throw line. Rebound to Shaylee Nagel. And Dakota State University will just stand and watch here as it's under 15 seconds to play. As the time counts down, Dakota State University advances to the Final Four, and the North Star Athletic Association, as they knock off a scrappy Waldorf Warriors team, 93-52 in first round action. Waldorf got their attention early, leading 8-2, and from then on, defensive pressure and shooting, and DSU with a first-round win. They show why they're the regular season champions. We'll be back with the Mustang Seeds post-game show when we return in 3 minutes. 93-52. We'll be right back.
Tell her to come here, guys. Dude, her mid-range game was not going to go over. But that wasn't stop. I know I but check 1 2.
And Cooper McDermott, your post-game interview. What are your thoughts today?
I thought we started off really slow tonight, guys, but we eventually kicked it into gear. Let's check in with Nolan. How do you think we played tonight, Nolan?
I think it's good.
Just good. Thank you, Nolan.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
I'll wrap it up here, folks.
I'll wrap it up. Have a great night. Bodie. Bodie. buddy. Me and Josh were doing a post-game interview, and it doesn't. I mean, maybe it's on for that thing. How funny would that be? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Mic check 1 2. I'm on the broadcast with the guy out there. He's like, "What the heck?" Yeah, he goes, "Hey, you down there?" My bad. It's all right. I know. That'd be hilarious. Oh my god, that'd be funny. It is kind of random. I wonder if Coach Mo comes over here and he's just like, "Yeah, you know, we had a good one tonight. Started off really slow. You know, kind of sucked, but hey, we came out with a dub. That's all that matters. Moving on." I concur. Tina's out. Hearn's out. D's out. Tina's goaded. Tina's goaded.